What is happening, my people? It's your boy Don Sasson coming back with an off-season edition of Caught Up, and I'm with my man, 100 grand, Beast No Supplement. What's up, my guy?
Was good, brother. I mean, we done. Season is over. Told y'all we gonna come back with this content. There's been a lot of things going on in the league. Oh
Yes,
man,
sir.
and it just started. It's just brewing. Wait till a couple more weeks when you really get into it.
So, I'm gonna get right into it, man, and I'm not gonna go with the elephant in the room, or not even the elephant in the room, the obvious things. But let's talk about your man. Matter of fact, let's set it off with the raging news of your man Carson Wentz.
Okay,
What do
okay.
you talk to me about that trade? What do you think initially, and who you think won the trade?
I mean, I felt that. Well, I think we all seen it throughout the season. Like once he just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like he was making bonehead decisions. It just wasn't him. I think it was a mental thing, honestly. And I feel like the Colts, they got a gem. And I feel like when he gets out there, he's gonna ball out. He's back with his coordinator when he was that MVP that year. You know what I'm saying? And Nick Foles won the Super Bowl for him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? With his old coordinator. And the trade, I mean, me and you both been acknowledging this throughout the season. Like, yeah, Wentz had an awful season. He did.
terrible.
But yeah, man, is nice. So I feel what they got a second conditional round, and a third round pick.
Yeah,
And the second conditional round pick can turn into a first round pick if Carson Wentz plays 70% of his snaps. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the Colts won that deal and they got something good. I think they'll come back and wreak havoc out there in the AFC South.
yeah. I agree with you honestly. Like this year was a bad year for him, but you got to think about it, man. Philadelphia had a slew of injuries. The
They did.
defense in the beginning of the season was not what they ended up being, and Philly's tough, bro. Like Philly, they that city is weird. Like they expect so much, and it's like sports wise, y'all haven't been that good, bro. So I don't know why y'all be so like thirsty. But like you said, I feel like the Colts won the trade. I feel like the Colts they were about to beat the Bills. So I think that they're a couple of pieces away, and I feel like this to me is an upgrade over Philip Rivers athletically. Mentally, Philip Rivers he knew what he was doing, but at the end of the day, Philip Rivers wasn't the most safe quarterback in the world. He was a gunslinger. So
Definitely was.
I think that Philly is actually imploding. People people are saying like, oh no, he's broken and all this shit getting out about him in the locker room and all this. Nobody has said that. Like nobody has come out and put their face on the line like, yeah, he's a cancer. Like when Antonio Brown was having this problem, everybody was coming out the woodwork like, oh fuck him, he's a bum ass. Like, but nobody's saying that with Carson Wentz. You feel me? So I see this in the media. I think that's just the Eagles putting it out to make them look, to make themselves look good. And the Colts are a couple of pieces away. They didn't give away a first round pick this year. They didn't give away a second. And those are starters. First and second round, even third round picks, those are starters. And they're drafting late anyway. So Philly's not really going to get a game changer. Philly has the number 6 pick. And they're saying that if there's a quarterback they like, they're going to draft them no matter what, even if Jalen Hurts is on the roster, which is like, you're creating the same problem. Like, I don't understand as an organization, what are y'all trying to do? Your roster sucks. So instead of putting so much pressure on your quarterback, build around him. Your cap situation is terrible. Calm down, let him grow, and then do what you got to do. That's like these days in the NFL. The only thing I don't like is that because some quarterbacks have success early, they don't let others develop. Oh, you don't got it in 2 years, you a duck. What? So Indianapolis is gonna go back to the playoffs. They're gonna be doing anything. He got a better O line. He got a way better defense, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna either draft or sign a receiver for him. I think that they should go after Allen Robinson. You know how I feel about Allen Robinson. I think he's fucking nice. Resign T.Y. Hilton at a cheaper price, and then try to get Zach Ertz too, because he's on the block.
Yeah. I mean, I like that idea. I mean, let's just not just say upgrade. That's a phenomenal offensive line up there.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a young offensive
And he
line.
got
So
a run game now.
yeah, he does. He got multiple people to run the ball. And like you said, I like that T.Y. Hilton for cheaper. And Allen Robinson, I mean, damn, like he's probably one of the smoothest route runners in the game.
It's a fact,
Just with
bro.
he had no quarterback throwing to him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's rough out here.
And I don't know, man. I like this whole quarterback thing in this offseason. It's everybody's saying that quarterbacks are gonna move. Who knows where Trubisky's gonna go? Who knows what's gonna happen? But one thing I really want to address, which I constantly keep saying, what in these fucking analysts' right mind, these draft specialists, tells them that Zach Wilson is better than Justin Fields? Every single time I turn on the TV, they talking about Zach Wilson and he's basically Patrick Mahomes. But let's remind people, when Patrick Mahomes was coming out of Texas Tech, none of them was fucking with him. None
No,
of
they
them.
weren't.
So
I remember.
now y'all on his dick, and yeah, oh, Patrick Mahomes comparison, Zach Wilson, and they're always fucking wrong. All of them. Todd McShay is one of the worst quarterback evaluators ever. And now they got some new guy on ESPN. I'm just like, yo, you guys are all sucking mad Zach Wilson dick. Why? Because he's and it's Black History Month. Why? Because he's a white guy who has a little bit of swagger and can move around. Like, come on, man. We all know Justin Fields is better than him. They like stacked up stats, bro. You playing at BYU? You lost to Coastal Carolina, who was actually a good team, and they won me a lot of money. But it's like, yo, why y'all like these draft analysts and they're like, oh no, Trevor Lawrence is not a sure thing. Like y'all niggas just want headlines, bro. Like fucking tired of them.
Nah, that's a fact. That is a fact. And I remember that game. You know what I'm saying? When Mahomes threw for what, like 500, 600 yards. It was something
Yeah, he was
retarded.
playing Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, back and forth. Like together, they threw for like 1,200 yards or some shit or 14. It was crazy. And I was like, and there was no real hype. It was one of those things that just popped up like, oh, Patrick
Facts.
Mahomes. We knew about Baker, though. We already heard about his name. They didn't know about Patrick Mahomes. It was like, yeah, he's prolific. But now you right about that. But you know, one thing we do got to talk about, though, we got to talk about J.J. Watts.
JJ Watt
Asking,
needs to. Where you think he needs to go?
I mean, I'm hearing and I'm reading some things. They talking about he's feeling that the Browns might be a place to go. I don't think that's a good place to go, but they're up and coming team. You know what I'm saying?
Dub,
I see where he's going, but I don't see a
dub.
lot. You want a team that's proven. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I
He's
think
trying
he
to
goes
get a
to
bidding war
contender.
going.
I think he might go to the Chiefs. It sounds wild, but
Nah, it
I think
doesn't sound wild at all.
you don't think so? Okay.
I don't think it sounds wild. I think the Chiefs is a good look, but I think that Buffalo's a better look. Reason
Buffalo be
being
nice.
is that in that defense, although the pass rush isn't what it needs to be up front, it's a more complete defense than Kansas City.
Much better.
But one thing I will say is that if he goes to Kansas City, he's gonna have like free reign type shit in the sense that him and Chris Jones and he's gonna be lit. Like they're not gonna be doubling him all the time. You feel me?
Facts.
So Frank Clark is there too. So he's gonna have a little more free reign in Kansas City. But to me, that's and they talking about Tennessee. Nah, the fuck out of here. They talking about Green Bay. Green Bay ain't spending no money. Like it's either to me between Buffalo and Kansas City, and people are talking about Tampa too. That's a little bit of a wild card. I could see that happening because honestly, they could not trade, but they could just basically not re-sign Sue and sign JJ Watt.
They could, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But you know what's crazy with Green Bay? Like you said, they ain't paying nobody, and they ain't paying nobody. They just released their right tackle
Wagner, right?
and a linebacker. Yeah,
I mean, the thing
Thirsty
about it
was a
is
linebacker.
he wasn't getting it done. You saw what happened to him in that NFC Championship, bro.
True, but who was the guy that was getting killed? That left tackle that came in for
But that was
Bakhtiari.
a backup. That was a backup left side. You can't be mad at him.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point. Like I said, if you got the backup getting killed, why are you going to take away your sturdy side that you know, like 9 starts out of 16 games? It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the NFC Championship proved different, but it's like overall, you got the backup getting killed, jumping off sides. So it's like Green Bay ain't paying a damn person.
Nah, that's a fact, man. I think Green Bay's a bad look. I don't really think that his games like although he's gonna have them two beasts on the outside, the Smith brothers, and then he gonna be inside. It's not like they got BJ Roger anymore. Like he's just gonna be
Oh,
basically eating up blocks all day for them to eat, and it's like JJ want to eat too. You feel me? So you got to think about it too. Like I don't think that he wants to be playing in Green Bay, bro. Like that weather's not the best. Like Buffalo's not the best, but at least Buffalo's a small town. They fuck with you heavy. Green Bay is a small town, but it's like it's not the same personality as Buffalo. Buffalo got kind of like that tough guy mentality. So I think that Buffalo markability wise is a better look for him than Green Bay. But JJ Watt got his bread, so he don't really care.
Yeah, I don't think he's seeking anything crazy. Don't forget, bro. Remember, he did come out of Wisconsin, so it's like that makes sense in that
Damn, I
aspect.
forgot
But yeah,
about that. You
I
right.
do like the Buffalo. Yeah, so like that homecoming, so to speak, will be something nice. But I think Buffalo will be a nice look. I agree with you on that. And you heard about the salary cap, right?
This, I
Salary
mean,
cap
everybody
went
knew what was
into
gonna happen. What I do want to discuss with you is where do you think that what do you think is gonna end up happening with JJ? I mean, with Dak Prescott.
That's a good question. Um, Given everything that happened, you know what I'm saying, the injuries and stuff like that, like he should definitely be ready by camp and all that stuff like that because he got injured early. Um, I think Jerry resigns him. I think it might be another franchise contract, but I think he gets resigned.
If he goes with another franchise tag, it better. If you go with another franchise tag, then he's an unrestricted free agent next year. That's the
Absolutely.
thing.
You can
And
always
honestly, he's already the best quarterback in the division. So it's like I just don't like the fact that in the NFL they could really hold players hostage and then make them seem like they assholes for wanting out. That's what I'm not feeling. Like
yeah,
if you think that he's not worth paying, then let him go. But you know why you can't do that? Because you don't have a plan in place for it to work for you without him. But
yeah.
it's like your evaluation is like if you don't want to pay the man, let somebody else pay the man.
No, you're right. No plan B. Like you said, let somebody else pay him. Because, hey, that's a heck of an athlete right there. As a quarterback, like I said, he was number 10, coming in at the top 10, he was number 10.
That's a
So
fact.
he likes to play, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I do feel they'll do something to re-sign him because now he got a little bit of leverage, you know what I'm saying? Because it seems
He
like
has a
everybody,
lot of leverage. He don't got a
you know what
little
I'm
bit. He
saying?
got a lot of it.
Yeah, so it's like everybody's looking at that franchise quarterback, the guy to be the guy. And hey, he had a career year. You know what I'm saying? Before the injury, it was a career year by the numbers. I'll be honest. They didn't go where they were supposed to go, but by the numbers, so that leverage definitely increased 100%.
That's a fact, man. And what do you think that New England's gonna do with their quarterback?
That's an interesting thing. So with New England, they got a lot of bread. Like a lot of people don't know, they got $62 million in cap. You know what I'm saying?
And
I think they
Gilmore's
number
about to get the fuck out of there too.
facts. They're number 3. But the thing is, Patriots fans know Belichick don't pay a damn person. He pay people in Tic Tacs and bubble gum. So that $62 million probably
And
gonna
lobster
roll
rolls.
over back and lobster rolls. So that $62 million probably gonna roll over to the next year. What was it? Jason Stidham. So I don't know if Bill is still on him. It was possibility I heard too. Maybe going after your team, your boys, to get Jimmy back. I don't know. It's weird with this quarterback carousel this year. Like I feel like this is one of the craziest years for quarterbacks.
I honestly think that they should resign Cam and they should draft the heir apparent. You feel me? Like put Cam on a 1 year rental. Now he knows the system. He didn't get injured last year. The team, like the locker room, loves him. And then if you get Mac Jones or whatever in the draft, then you lit. You feel me? But the thing
Yeah.
about it, well, you don't fuck with Mac Jones?
No, I do. I'm hoping the Saints can just somehow grab him.
Y'all got
Like that
Jameis
could be the
Winston. Y'all
they
got
got
Jameis.
James.
First of all, you acting like Jameis Winston is 30, bro. Come on.
He's 27. So,
Okay. That's
but
old. Tom Brady's
no,
43.
no. That's not old. That's still coming into his prime. But I'll be honest, I'm a fan of Mac Jones. Like I would
You're
like
bugging
him
out,
to
bro.
see.
You think that Mac Jones is better than Jameis Winston? You smoking crack.
I mean, we talking about right now. We can't say that right now. He's a professional versus college quarterback. Mac Jones will
In
be that guy.
college,
I
Jameis
don't know
Winston
what
was better than
guys
him.
they
You
go to.
bugging.
Yeah, because Jameis Winston was a Heisman. Yes, of course. But I'm talking about right now. You can't compare a professional with a college player. Of course, the professional is going to be a better player. But I'm just saying, Mac Jones, I feel like he could be a future franchise quarterback for any team.
Uh, I think he's gonna be good, but I don't know about being a whole franchise quarterback and all that. I think that like a comparison in the league now, I think that Mac Jones is gonna be like a Derek Carr kind of vibe, which is still good. Feel
I
me?
mean, Derek Carr is like,
Kirk Cousins vibes. I don't think he's
I have
gonna
no
be
clue.
a game changer like that. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
mind. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, I understand where you're coming from because, like, keep it 100 years, Alabama, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole team from O line to D line to positional players are
Getting
all
drafted.
5-star recruits. Not even getting drafted, they're all 5-star recruits. So the team is is like a development league NFL team. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got a 3-star here, a 2-star here. It's like, no, they're all 5-star recruits. So it's like, yeah, get to seeing him, on a professional level is different. Like you see my man Joe, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully come back from injury and does some work in the AFC North, but like he was struggling, but it's mostly because the team was garbage. But like we seen that he's gonna be something.
Yeah, that's true. You know who I think needs to really make a move, bro? Pittsburgh. I
I
think
got something
Pittsburgh
to
is
talk about
Pittsburgh
that.
is doing bad right now. They gotta get Big Ben the fuck up out of here, bro. They gotta call him and like, yo, listen, I'm gonna need you to retire, my man.
No,
Like I'm gonna need you to be like, yo, cause now we gonna cut you and come on now. Who's really gonna be like, yo, we're a piece away and the piece is fucking Ben Roethlisberger. He ain't Tom Brady.
yeah,
Like he gotta go to a dome team if he's not in there. Like he can't go to Denver, none of them with that altitude on his out of shape ass. He can't do that. For
he
him
can't.
to eat, honestly, bro, like him going to Miami is not a bad look. Or him going to like,
He went to Miami.
you know who would love if Ben Roethlisberger got cut? Your man Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones would jump on that,
Oh yeah,
and that
he
that's
like
actually a
criminals.
good look with that team. But who knows what's gonna happen with your man Michael Gallup? I hope they get rid of him and another team picks him up because I feel like he could eat heavy.
The Steelers would be interesting though, like what you were saying, because getting Ben out
And
of there
Juju about to get
because
the
the
fuck up out of there
GM,
too.
yeah, Juju's definitely gonna leave. But with the Steelers, the GM already said he has to take a pay cut, and he said, "All right, cool." And he didn't even name him as a starter yet. Like they're a little non-committal with him right now.
They don't got
So it's like, yeah,
nobody on the fucking roster. They got Dwayne Haskins, bro,
oh yeah, they do have Dwayne Haskins. I
and,
forgot
and
about
Cal
that.
Rudolph. I mean, and Mason Rudolph. Come on.
No, I'm saying, but like even be non-committal, that means come draft day, they're looking for a quarterback.
I mean, they don't got no leverage, bro. They draft position is what 29th?
Yeah, but hey,
Nah, I'm
we
lying. It's like 25th.
I said we got players that came in the later rounds, you know what I'm saying, that became elite, you know what I'm saying?
Quarterbacks
Yeah.
in the last couple of the years, besides Dak Prescott, who is a elite late round quarterback?
I know you don't like the guy, but Russell Wilson.
I fuck with Russell Wilson. I
But I'm
have
saying,
no problem with Russell.
but Russ was a late pick. It was the third round when they signed Matt Flynn to
That was
Seattle.
like 10 years ago, bro.
Oh, sorry, the last few years.
Yeah, the
Uh,
last let's say the last five. Nobody.
last 5 years, yeah, because a lot of niggas been bust. Like if you look at that 2016 draft, Jared Goff and Wentz are both traded.
That's bad
Your
work.
boy, yeah, very bad work.
Jameis Winston's on a
Ah,
different team.
yeah,
Like,
that was
huh.
him and Mariota been bounced around. Yeah, it's been some rough patches.
Mitch Trubisky, he was a fucking what number 2 pick.
Yeah, Mahomes the first rounder. Yeah,
All of them is
they,
first rounders, bro. Like late round quarterbacks, they don't even see the light. Like in these days, there's so many quarterbacks out here that they just like, yo, you know what? Pack it up. That they not even seeing the time of day to get on the field.
yeah, yeah. Lamar was the 32nd pick. You know what I'm saying? First
Fact.
round.
That's a big fact. And honestly, I feel like this year the quarterbacks is gonna be. It's not what people think. So I don't think that this is a good year for quarterbacks. Like
I mean, it's a
Trey
2016
Lance,
all over
Trey
again.
Lance is alright. Yeah, Trey Lance is alright. But I don't think Trey Lance is like Dak Prescott to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And Zach Wilson to me is like a more athletic version of Jay Cutler.
That's my man. That's my guy.
Matter of fact, Jake Plummer.
Oh, nah, I'm out.
Jake Plummer was
The
nice
second
though, bro.
one.
Jake Plummer was
Jake
nice. You
Plummer.
wildin'. If he ain't retired, bro,
Back in, when he was in the Denver days, in the Denver days.
yeah, bro. My man Jake Plummer was nice. You bugging. Last topic that I personally want to talk about. Where you think my man Patrick Peterson gonna land? I think that he needs to go to Kansas City. We spoke about this, but I think he needs to go to Kansas
Yeah, we
City
definitely did.
immediately. Immediately.
I mean, they need help in that secondary for sure. Him with Honey Badger will be great. I remember a couple years ago there was ties to him coming to New Orleans, but that ain't happening. But
Or where? Because he
definitely
went to
needs to go to the
LSU.
Chiefs. That would definitely be a good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like Sean Payton's against LSU players because like we never look in our backyard for anybody. There's much talent that come out of there. But yeah, the Chiefs would be a great look. Gee, who else needs secondary help? But it's like Patrick Peterson is an upgrade over so many corners. Doesn't really matter, honestly. They can move somebody to the
He needs to
nickel
come to
back.
the 49ers. That's what he needs to do. You want to know why? Because Richard Sherman packing it up. So he needs to pull up.
Facts. He's getting old. He's getting old. So I hear you.
But the
I
thing
hear you.
about it is Patrick Peterson can still play man to man. You feel me? Like he's not
He could.
crazy like as he used to be, but he could keep up. He was keeping up with DK Metcalf and all that. Like y'all gotta understand that P
Yeah.
Twice is still nice.
Nah, he is. He is. He only like 30, y'all. I feel like he's been in the league for 40 years. I don't know why. Like I feel like he should be Brady's age. I don't know why.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. I mean, hopefully next week we get some movement. JJ Watt signs somewhere. They trade a quarterback or two because they still talking about they got to trade Deshaun Watson, and they talking about they're not trying to trade him. The thing about it, what he needs to do, bro, he literally needs to come out and say, yo, on some Antonio Brown shit. Have that interview and be like, yo, listen, I'm not playing for the Texans no matter what. I don't give a fuck if they find me. I'm not playing. Once he does that, then it's gonna light a fire in the ass, and his value is gonna go down. Cause they talking about 3 or 4 first round picks and a player. I'm like, yo, y'all bugging out, bro. But hey, who knows?
Oh, I gotta acknowledge it's one big signing. Big signing. Your boy Trent Richardson. Your man
In that Johnny
signed
Manziel
on.
league,
No, not the control league. He signed on for the Cadillos de Chihuahua in Mexico Pro Football League 2 days ago.
I respect it. Get your money, my nigga.
Oh man, what a bust that was! Oh my god! But
Listen,
yeah,
bro, I
that's the
respect it,
biggest
man.
signing of the week.
They talking
I
about
mean,
they
he making
gonna
his bread.
cut
You know what I'm
Von
saying?
Miller. Nah,
They're saying that no one has reached out to the representatives for him. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be crazy if we see some shit where JJ and Vaughn team up on some Superman shit,
nah,
super team
bro.
shit. That would be nuts. But
That'll be the
I
end
think
of
I think they're gonna
everything.
make they'll make a deal with Vaughn. Because the thing is, if they cut him, they save 18 mil. But it's like you ain't really paying nobody. Like take that L. Von Miller's
Yeah,
still gonna
like
be
pay
steady
him.
for
That nigga
you.
won you a Super Bowl by himself.
Facts. Carry
Like,
Payton.
let that man. If you owe him 18 mil, you ain't paying Drew Lock. You ain't paying nobody. Bradley Chubb is still on his rookie deal. Stop it. But
Facts.
Denver's gonna be nice. People, yo, that Denver receiving core is nice, bro.
I always told you about that defense. I said it's a weird team. You know what I'm saying? Like I always said, that team is weird. That defense come to work, but Drew Lock is still young. He was injured most of the time. Judy's gonna come back. What was the other guy name? I was putting people on Tim Patrick for fantasy was wild in that time. So like, yeah, that team is gonna be a problem. Like the AFC is so stacked. Like,
You know why
like
it's
you know
stacked
how it's
though,
always
right?
in what?
Because all those teams was terrible and they all got good draft picks. When you
Yeah,
bad for
but I'm
all
saying
those
like when you look at
years,
like the NFC was always, yeah,
that's
the
a fact.
NFC was always dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like overall compared to the AFC. Yeah, you had your Payton, you had your Brady and stuff like that, but that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like we had other, notable quarterbacks. I'm not gonna, front on everybody that was there. But it's like now the AFC in general, shit. It's
Nah, that's a
fighting
fact.
for that extra spot. It's gonna be
That's a fact.
crazy.
That's a fact, man. I mean, let's see what next week brings, bro.
Thanks. I have a feeling once this drops, that's just gonna happen right after.
I'm gonna
Like,
be very
damn, we
upset.
missed it
I'm
by like
gonna.
24 hours.
Oh, and Odell. They talking about they trading Odell too.
Hmm. I mean, it makes
No,
Baker a better quarterback.
you know what I would do if I was the Jets? I would trade for Odell. They need to sell some tickets. I mean, even though there ain't no fans like that, but Salah needs a splash. They don't have no receivers at all. Denzel Mims is not that guy to me, so they need some pizzazz.
Yeah, that'll be dope. I mean, we'll
Get him back
definitely
in New
see.
York.
Yeah, we'll definitely see, brother. I can't wait. I
Or,
really can't.
listen to this. You know, Seattle. Seattle don't give a fuck. So Seattle might throw it in there. And the Rams, the no draft Rams, they with that too.
But they broke just like Seattle.
Bro, if you could trade Robert Woods for Odell, I wouldn't do it. Nah, because Robert Woods is more versatile than Odell to me.
God, he is. He is.
And he's a
I
better
love him.
blocker, and he's more like Swiss. Now you could use him for more shit.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I
don't get me
went.
wrong, Odell possesses all those traits, but I like Woods 100%.
Who knows? We'll
Yeah,
see what next week brings,
should
bro.
be a good one
Always a pleasure.
next
You
week.
already know. As soon as that news
100%.
drop, we back at it again.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Signing off.
Signing off, bro. Take care, B.